Yeah, he's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let this meeting come to order. It's 9 a.m., January the 16th, 2025. Roll call, please. East.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington.
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
The staff with us today is Richard Bustamante, in-house counsel, Izzy Torrejo, Mexico Racing Commission Executive Director, Denise Chavez, our paralegal. Let the record show that there is a quorum. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Has everybody reviewed the agenda? If there need to be any amendments on the agenda, Dave. Izzy?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, good morning, Commissioners. Happy New Year's. Staff could recommend that item N as in Nancy 1, the matter of Salvador Soto, be removed from the agenda on the fact that his attorney sent in a withdrawal of that race appeal.
Okay. Do we need to take a vote on that, Rich, or no?
Actually, you'll have to have a motion, a second, and then a vote.
Looking for a motion to approve?
Buffington, I will so move. Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, Denise.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
Has everybody reviewed the minutes? If there need to be any changes be made, not, I will hear a motion to approve the minutes.
Ms. Buffington, I will make that motion. Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, Denise.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
And just to clarify for the record, that was the vote on the approval for the November 21st, 2024 minutes
Right,
for the commission meeting.
right. Any discussions, hearing none? No, that's it. That's, I gotta back up a little bit here. Commission made motion. Easy. Is that right?
Commissioner reports, if you don't have any reports, then I'm happy to start my report right now.
I did not.
Okay. Morning once again, Commissioners, Mr. Chairman. Hoping everyone had a great holiday season and welcome back to 2025. First, I'd like to start off just if everyone just have some good well wishes for our Don Cook of the Downs at Albuquerque as he's doing some recovery right now. We won't go into detail, but wanted to make a mention of that to let everyone know he's hanging in there. He's a tough guy. Now I don't know whether I should start off with the good news or bad news going into 2025, because it seems like there's some tough stuff ahead of us. But most of it is concerning the budget and finances. It looks like the LFC appropriation came out yesterday, and the agency was fortunate enough to appear to get some funding to hire probably a vet that can work part-time. If we want to put in FTEs, 1.5 vets. So that's a plus side. The downside is that we were cut approximately $100,000 in our contractual services. So in our minds, it looks like it's a push because we gained some for our personnel budget line, almost 200 some thousand, but then we lost 100,000 from contractuals. That's kind of significant because we contract with 2 veterinarians out of that budget line. And so we're just, if this goes through, then we just have to really watch our dollars there. The other concern the agency has at the end of the year on calculations for the equine test fund on a year over year comparison, 23 to 24, the equine test fund has taken a hit of approximately $115,000. Even more scary is the fact that the fund only brought in $460,850 in 2024. This budget line is budgeted at $700,000 every year to do our testing. Less money in the equine test fund equates to less testing, which is something that we do not want to hear or do. Staff and I have already been coming up with some measures to help make the equine test fund a little more whole. The solutions aren't going to be fun. Probably make some people mad. I won't disclose them at this point in time, but if we want to maintain the integrity in the program as it has been, we're probably going to have to make some moves in the near future to going into fiscal year or the end of the fiscal year. So we're limited on our testing right now. And I don't necessarily want to make that public, but it's known when we only send one horse to the test barn, everyone is going to know. So either way, the cat's going to be out of the bag. There's no pretty way to put this other than we feel that this is pretty important to address somehow, some way. We feel that this decline is because of the signals being shut off from major racing venues, such as this winter. Oaklawn Park signal has been shut off by the Arkansas Horsemen. We continue to lose Kentucky signal, which isn't as big during the winter, but still, Oaklawn Park is probably one of the premier race meets that our patrons love to wager on during the winter. They have big fields, good racing, and unfortunately, our customers cannot wager on it. And if they are wagering on it, it's through advanced deposit wagering platforms in which this industry here in New Mexico does not get a cut of. So we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Once again, I've said it before, continue to shoot ourselves in the foot as an industry. When this nonsense is going to stop, I don't know. It's not up to us. There's those that are doing it and know who they are. And I wish they would open their eyes and get their act together and get this industry back flowing again the right way.
One that caused it probably is in jail, isn't he? He's not gonna be able to get him turned back on. Not gonna make his last call out of the pen to us.
More than likely, no, Mr. Chairman, but nonetheless, there are some other partners in that group that I believe if they made an effort to try to fix this, they could. We'll just see if they will. That's a big question.
I would hope so. I know it's killing us. It's hurting the purses big time as well.
Yes, it affects purses as well.
It goes a lot deeper than we really think.
I believe so. But and still some doom and gloom. All this tough news just isn't subject to New Mexico. Being at the Global Symposium and Racing in Tucson, other jurisdictions are facing a lot of hurdles and difficulties. It's just the nature of horse racing. It seems it's second nature to us now. We always have issues to address. We're kind of used to it, but it still doesn't make it fun. Northern California canceled their winter meet this year, a whole race meet. So California racing is subject to just running down south, and now they're held up because of the fires that are going on. So Santa Anita's been a point of location for firemen and a lot of measures to help people and aid them in mitigating the issues with the fires over there. They're having a lot of food drives, clothes drives and that. So Santa Anita has been shut down a little bit there. Illinois is running 2 days a week. We remember when Arlington Park was a major player in the Midwest. They're shut down. The only track left in the Chicagoland area is Hawthorne. They're running 2 days a week. So they're going to 3 days a week in August. So that's not a lot of action for an area that was once the premier racing in the Midwest, the United States. So kind of scary to see this stuff go on. But they're really preaching unity there at the Global Symposium on Racing, that this industry needs to stay together. It's paramount that we do that. And we know the realities of that. It's difficult to do that this day and age. Everyone has their agendas. Everyone wants to stay loyal to their agendas and not give in to the others. So it's important for everyone to have a little give and take and work with one another. Otherwise, we're probably continue the downward spiral, I would think. But on a brighter note, Sunland Park's opening weekend, I have to say it went phenomenal. No hiccups at all over there. The crowd showed up very nicely. Turf Club was crowded down below. In the general seating area was very packed. Quarter horses and thoroughbreds. So it was great to see that. Fair Mutual windows were very modest. I'm not sure if they were up or down, but it was respectable numbers. A little under 700,000 opening day for the thoroughbred card, a little under 500,000 for opening horse card. So it's good to see people at the racetrack. That's always a healthy sign. We just need them to bet. That's very important too. And we're getting things ready, tied up for a scope of work for our Blue Ribbon Committee to come and dissect the intricacies of the New Mexico horse racing industry. They'll look at a lot of different facets of our industry, from breeding to stake schedules, to marketing, to the way we put our race meets together. And they'll probably tell us if we're on the right track, or maybe we need to institute some changes there.
When is that going to happen?
We'll probably have the scope of work and contract for bidding out by the end of this month. And then it'll probably take them 60 to 90 days. And then we'll do a presentation perhaps May or June of this year with some of their solutions or ideas that they may say may work here in New Mexico. What they say may not be gospel, but it's going to give us some food for thought to see if we can implement some changes here. And, I think we're always working on the integrity. That's one thing that's been important to this agency, is with our drug testing. And I mentioned that, but another initiative that we just introduced is the substitute trainers or paper training issues. The agency's been getting numerous complaints over the years. It's a little difficult if we approach it trying to dig through financial records. Everyone claims to do business with cash, so it's really tough to pinpoint things. So we've implemented some procedures down at Sunland Park. First day we did it, we've scratched 2 horses, put horses on stewards list, and trainers would be noticed because they're a little loose with not hiding the fact that they're merely a trainer on the program, and they really do not have care, custody, and control of the horses that are listed in the program. So that's going to be an ongoing effort throughout the year. It started off fairly well. We like the results. The opening week at Sunland Park took a couple trainers down that probably really do not have these horses in their control. So we'll continue on, but that's been a big complaint from a lot of stakeholders in the industry, and to the point that our investigator, Elizabeth Garcia, got a lot of high fives in the paddock when we scratched the horse right there in the paddock. So keep on that because it is a problem in the quarter horse industry and occasionally in the thoroughbred industry as well. So I know this agency is a tough agency. We're going to get through this tough period of time. We'll navigate it. We just need to make some tough decisions and embrace change. Those are 2 things that we need to focus on to maintain this industry. It's a great industry, a lot of good people in this industry, and that's who we need to do this for. Keep them surviving. I stand for any questions.
On the bright side, New Mexico's in a great situation. They're closing tracks all over the country. They got to have someplace to go. All we got to do is get our signal turned back on. Our purses are good. We have good casinos. We have good operators. There's a bright side to it if everybody can get on the same page.
What's interesting, you mentioned that, Chairman. I was talking to a reporter the other day. He says, gosh, is there any good news in horse racing these days, is he? In New Mexico? And I said, well, we run year round. We got good purse money and sunny here all the time. So I said, that's the bright side of it. Yeah. That's simple.
We got a lot of variables that really work for racing.
We've got the tools to be successful. We just need the mindset to be successful.
Exactly right. Anybody else? You say? Mary?
Good morning, Commissioners. Mary Barber, New Mexico Horse Breeders. Started out by going over my reports for Zia Park. It's been a while, so. For the race today report for Zia Park, they ran 142 New Mexico bred races in 30 days through Wednesday, December 18th. There were 67 thoroughbred overnights, 50 quarter horse overnights, 10 quarter horse trials. And on the stakes, I kind of got them backwards. Actually, 8 thoroughbred stakes and 7 quarter horse stakes for that total of 142. The New Mexico horse breeders contributed $2,639,000 to these restricted New Mexico bred races, and that's 64,000 more than in 2023. Zia Park averaged 4.74 restricted New Mexico bred races per day. 74 thoroughbred, 68 quarter horse, and they were plus 52 for their 3 a day. So thank you so much, Zia Park. The average field size for restricted New Mexico bred overnight races were still very healthy. For the thoroughbreds, we averaged 7.97 horses per race, quarter horses 8.34, for a combined average field size of 8.13. For New Mexico breds running in open overnight races in the 30 days, 285 New Mexico breds ran, and of those 285, 68 came in first, second, or third. That's only 24%. So that's, well, it's actually about the same as the year before. There were 27 thoroughbreds, 41 quarter horses, and our contribution for those horses was $143,891.50. Couple of announcements. Our annual meeting will be held on Tuesday, January 28th at Sheraton Uptown Hotel at 2:00, and everybody's invited if you'd like to come. Also, we will be having a booth at Ag Fest on February 5th at the Santa Fe Convention Center. So if you go to that, come by and see us.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Any questions for Mary? Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Commissioner Buckton, you want to take us in the executive session?
I will do that. I move that the commission enter into executive session to discuss pending litigation, licensing matters, and for deliberations in connection with legal proceedings as identified under item number 7 of the meeting agenda in accordance with NMSA 1978, sections 10-15-1H, 1, 3, and 7 of the Open Meetings Act.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please. Denise?
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buckington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
Yeah. Now in closed session.
The recording has stopped.
We are back on the record, the commissioners having completed the matters in the executive session. And I hereby swear and affirm that the matters discussed in the executive session were those listed in the agenda, and discussion was had, no decisions were made. And Chairman Smith.
Let's move on to approvals of permit executive director to assign hearing officer.
Actually, sir, we have, the first matter is in the matter of Homero Varela, on page 3 of the script.
Nice. We'll go back and hold on.
Page 3. And in the matter of Homero Varela, it's my understanding that the commission would like to entertain a motion to permit Mr. Varela to apply for licensure from the State of New Mexico Racing Commission by completing a new application, submitting fingerprints and undergoing a background check. And then obviously the application reviewed by the stewards. I understand that that is the type of motion that the commission would like to entertain.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
did
Any discussion or?
you make the motion?
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington.
Yes.
Todd Petrie,
Yes.
Honorable Commissioners, in the matter of the hearing officer report regarding licensee Ruben Rivera, it's my understanding the commission, having considered all of the relevant paperwork in your executive session materials, including the steward's ruling, and having heard from Mr. Rivera, it's my understanding that the commission would like to entertain a motion to adopt in full the hearing officer's report and recommendations.
Need a motion?
Buffington, make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please. Denise?
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Change my deal on that.
Yes.
Todd Petrie,
Yes.
Okay. In the matter of Erica Allred Barrera, hearing officer report. Richard?
Okay. Honorable Commissioners, it's my understanding that basically having been briefed about the appeal of Ms. Erica Aldrete Vizcarra, and based on her failure to appear for the appeal hearing, despite proper notice given and ample time being given to her to appear, the commission would like to entertain a motion to adopt in full the hearing officer's report and recommendations.
I hear a motion.
Buffington, I will make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please. Tim?
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Petrie,
Yes.
In the matter of Samuel Valdivia, Richard?
Honorable Commissioners, it's my understanding that basically having reviewed the draft stipulated settlement agreement and having had discussions, the commission would like to entertain a motion to approve and adopt the stipulated settlement agreement in order to resolve Mr. Valdivia's appeal of a steward's ruling.
Looking for a motion.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please. Denise?
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Todd Petrie,
Yes.
Moving on to approval of the 2025 open meeting resolution. Richard?
Honorable Commissioners, it's my understanding, you have in your materials, basically the 2025 open meetings resolution. It is essentially the same type of resolution that you reviewed and approved last year. That resolution having been reviewed and modified by our Assistant Attorney General. And my understanding is the commission would like to entertain a motion to approve the 2025 open meetings resolution as written.
Looking for a motion to approve.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please. Denise?
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Todd Petrie,
Yes.
Moving on to approvals to permit executive director Trejo to assign hearing officer. Richard?
Okay. Honorable Commissioners, it's my understanding that the commission would like to present a motion to permit Director Trejo to assign administrative hearing officers in order to assist the commission in its appeals of stewards' rulings.
Looking for a motion.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, Denise.
Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Todd Petrie,
Yes.
Moving on to G, request to ratify the approval to amend the 2025 Sunland Park stewards. Izzy?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, respectfully requesting approval to ratify the 2025 stewards of Sunland Park, placing Mr. Larry Fontenot with Miss Violet Pinky Smith as the presiding steward.
Looking for a motion.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, Denise.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Todd Petrie,
Yes.
Moving on to H, request for approval to promulgate rules hearing.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, the agency, including staff, is requesting approval to promulgate a rules hearing in regards to subsections D, I, M, R, and S of section 15.2.17 NMAC, subsections A and B of 15.2.1.9 NMAC, subsection E of 15.2.2.8 NMAC, subsections A, B, D, F, and N of 15.2.3.8 NMAC, subsections B of 15.2.5.12 NMAC, subsection E of 15.2.5.13 NMAC, subsections A and B of 15.2.6.9 NMAC, subsections A and C of 15.2.6.12 NMAC, subsections L of 16.47.1.8 NMAC, and finally, subsections C and E of 16.47.1.10 NMAC.
Looking for a motion to approve the rule changes.
This is Buffington. I would make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Denise, roll call, please.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Petrie,
Yes.
And just to clarify, that motion would be or to allow the commission to hold a rules hearing in the future to consider the modification of those rules.
And if I may, Mr. Chairman, that way everyone has a heads up. It looks like we will schedule the rules hearing on March 20th, 25 in conjunction with our regularly scheduled monthly meeting.
Moving on, approvals for Sunland Park. Mr. Dix, are you on? Can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, can.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, Dustin Dix, Director of Racing, Sunland Park. Sunland Park's asking for a ratification of approval to amend our 2025 racing officials. As submitted, they were Jeb Looney replacing Michelle Salazar as an outrider, and Dr. Lauren Kennedy replacing Dr. Peroni as our compliance vet.
Looking for a motion to approve Sunland Park's.
Buffington, I will make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Denise, roll call, please.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
That's it for you?
Just a little, we're starting our third week of live racing, Mr. Chair, and to quote someone famous, the weather's been the best of times and the worst of times. We had a beautiful opening day weather, and then the second week it snowed, which is a big deal for here. Our on track, we're down a little bit, about 8%. Off track, we're up about 9%. So overall, we're up about 4.7%. And I think a lot of the off track was up due to some cancellations last week, some major Oaklawn, Santa Anita, them canceling. We had our $1 Million Thursday last week off track, or total, I believe. So those cancellations helped us. We're getting into our prep races for our big Sunland Derby Day, February 16th. We have 6 stakes races over the next 2 days. So at the next commission meeting, I should be able to give you more of a snapshot of our meet. We just being so early, it's kind of hard to tell. Our field size is down slightly as well. So it's kind of what the other tracks have been seeing. But as agency director Trejo said, that for the most part, everything's been going pretty smoothly, knock on wood. So we'll continue trying to do some tweaks here and there. HISA's coming out in February for accreditation visit before the next commission meeting as well. So at the February meeting, we should have some more information about our racing season.
Simulcast hurting you pretty hard, hitting you pretty hard.
It has, Commissioner Smith. We started out the racing season with a 10% adjustment, and we're down about 300,000 from last year in purses, and some of that's casino, some of that's simulcasting, but it's hurt. It definitely has hurt.
I said thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to approvals for Zia Park. Mr. Delane.
Yes, Chairman, Commissioners Chris Mackerlane, Penn Entertainment representing Zia Park. First agenda item is ratification of variances for cancellations of the November 18th and November 24 race cards at Zia Park.
And for a motion to approve,
Buffington, I will make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Denise, roll call, please.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
Chairman, Commissioners, the second agenda item for Zia Park is ratification of the payout purse distribution for the fourth race on November 30th. That race was declared a no contest. Zia Park made the determination with commission approval to pay all entrants in the race equally. And the New Mexico Breeders Association also agreed to the same distribution payment for that race.
Sure. And you jockey fees too. You paid the jockey fees.
I can check on that, Commissioner Buffington.
I believe I read you did. So that was the assumption I was under.
Yes, I will confirm that, but that was the case.
Okay, thank you.
Looking for a motion to,
As Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Denise?
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
Third agenda item for Zia Park, Chairman and Commissioners, is ratification of an amended racing officials list for the 2024 race meet.
Looking for a motion to approve.
Buffington, I will make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, Denise?
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you,
Thank
Commissioners.
you. Thank you very much. Moving on to K, approval for Rio Downs. Mr. Ball, he's traveling, so
Yes, Mr. Chairman, Mark Estrada will fill in for Mr. Baugh on this agenda item. Should be on there.
there he is.
Good morning, Chairman, Commissioners, and Racing Commission staff. Mark Estrada, Senior Vice President here at Rio Downs. Today on the agenda, we're requesting approval for variance approval in regards to not offering signals on Christmas Day.
looking for a motion to approve.
Chairman.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, Mr. Estrada, is our understanding that this was a request to shut down simulcast during the snowstorm the other day?
Yes, sir. That as well. My apologies, sir. I did not bring that one up.
Okay, so it's just one day. We did the Christmas ones a while back.
January 9th.
So it's not Christmas, it's one day that such.
Yeah, just the other day they had a snowstorm. I forgot what day it was, January 9th.
Yeah, January 9th.
Looking for a motion to approve.
As Buffington, I would make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Denise, roll call, please.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
Moving on to approvals for the Downs of Albuquerque.
Thank you.
Miss.
Thank you.
I'll do that one.
Izzy will do this one, okay?
Yes, Chairman, Commissioners, on behalf of the Downs at Albuquerque, they're seeking request for ratification of approval to amend the 2025 import simulcast schedule, which will now include Miami Valley and Dover Downs Harness, both harness racetracks.
Looking for a motion to approve.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please.
Billy Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Petrie,
Yes.
Request for motion to ratify the approval of the Downs of Albuquerque to amend the 2025 import simulcast schedule.
Mr. Chairman, if we could move to letter M, approvals for Sunray Park.
Sorry.
My turn.
That's just right. We did that. Approvals for, okay. Approvals for Sunray Park, Mr. Moreland.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. I'm Max Moreland from Sunray. Sunray Park and Casino respectfully request item number 1, request for approval of our 2025 condition book.
Looking for a motion to approve.
Ms. Buffington, I would make that motion. I notice we have one condition book this year.
We have one condition book this year.
Make the motion to approve.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please.
Bailey Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
In item 2, we respectfully request the commission approve our approval of our 2025 purse structure.
Looking for a motion to approve their infrastructure.
Buffington, I will make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, Denise.
Bailey Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to and race reviews in the matter of petition rehearing the race review appeal by licensed Cass S. Musin. Richard?
Honorable Commissioners, it's my understanding that having reviewed the petition for rehearing and all attachments, as well as your prior decision in order on the race review appeal, and having been briefed regarding the law relevant to petitions for rehearing, the commission would like to entertain a motion to deny the petition for rehearing the matter of the race review appeal by licensee Cash S. Musin.
Looking for a motion to approve.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, Denise.
Bailey Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie,
Yes.
There being no other business to come before this commission, I will hear a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call.
Bailey Smith,
Yes.
John Buffington,
Yes.
Bob Petrie.
Yes.
Thank you very much. See you in the next meeting, I guess.
Thank you all.